Good evening. Welcome to Cafdil Healthcare here on Cafdil TV. Tonight we are going to discuss an all-important topic: STIs and HIV. My name is Shadrach Samuel Adenu. You can also follow us on our social media handles: Facebook Cafdil Cape Coast, YouTube Cafdil EDU. STIs and HIV are on the rise now, and the current status, as in when I was doing my research, I came across the top 5 rankings here in Ghana, and then Western region seems to be number 4, Central region seems to be number 5, Eastern number 3, Greater Accra number 2, and then Ashanti region. Why are we having these high numbers? This and many more we are going to discuss on this program tonight. Don't go anywhere. Let's go for this quick break. When we come back, I will introduce my guests as they are already seated.
My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord.
Hello, cherished viewers. The month of May is just around the corner. From the Franciscan Valley of Prayer and Silence, we come to you once again with the Project Magnificat.
Magnificat anima mea Dominum. Oh, he has put with favor on his lowly servant. Magnificat.
And the novices here in the valley will lead us in doing this, so that every day in this month of May we would have the opportunity to pray with us here, to listen to a reflection of the Magnificat and the song itself. Join us then to pray, to praise, and to worship. May the Lord fill you with his peace. Amen.
Magnificat, holy is his name. Magnificat.
Join Cafdil TV each day in the month of May at 7 p.m. We shall also stream live on Facebook, Cafdil Cape Coast, YouTube, Cafdil EDU. For the special intentions for this year, we pray for the Franciscan Friars as they celebrate 800 years after the death of Saint Francis of Assisi. Mary, Mother of Good Counsel, pray for us.
Magnificat, Magnificat anima mea Dominum.
Welcome back. If you just tuned in, this is Cafdil Healthcare, and tonight we are discussing STIs and HIV. Tonight you will hear the voice of Chandi Ephraim Azamandi, public health nurse from the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. You would also hear the voice of Sandra Vida Adai. She is also a public health nurse, also from the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. And Salamat Musa. She is also a rotation nurse from the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome.
Thank you.
I hope you are all doing fine.
Yeah.
Good. It's been a while.
Yes.
Your first time, Salamat?
Yeah, this is my first time.
Okay, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get into our discussion. STIs and HIV, sexually transmitted infections or diseases, and then human immune virus. Okay, so what are STIs, Sandra?
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. When we say STI, sexually transmitted diseases, meaning we get it through sexual contacts, no other means. So when you have unprotected sex with somebody who is having the infection, you definitely get the infection as well. So basically when you say STI, is sexually transmitted diseases whereby we get it through sexual contact without using condom or any protection.
Okay, how common are they here in our country?
Okay, STI is very, very common because, you know, aside some of our religious leaders who are not into sexual acts, let's say the Roman fathers, majority of us are into that act. So let's say from the age of 14 and above, most of them are into sexual acts. So if you don't protect yourselves, definitely you'll be a victim. So I think it's so much in the country, from the youth to the adulthood, and let's say from the adolescent age coming to, because some of them, they don't have much idea about how to protect themselves and other things. They just go into it without protecting themselves, and at the end of the day, they will get the STIs.
Is it that we lack sexual education, or why are they on the rise now?
Okay, I would say at a point we lack education, and some people too also feel shy to come forward and ask of it, especially with the testing and other things surrounding it. Because in our society, we know when you are doing or you are engaging yourself into those acts, they assume you are a bad person.
Especially
if you are not married. Yes. So some people, they are doing it, they'll be staying with their parents, and their parents wouldn't know that this is what they are doing. And some of the parents too, instead of them to educate them, or some of the parents to their lifestyle, because they learn from their parents. Somebody might stay with somebody, and then what the person is doing, he or she might think at a good manner or something good that he or she is learning from the person. So if those acts are going on in certain homes, education is not there, some awareness, if they are all not there, definitely they will engage themselves without protecting themselves, and then at the end of the day, the STI will definitely come on board.
Shandy, some of the common ones we have here in Ghana, or if you want to touch on what she just said also.
Okay, so with the STIs, the sexual transmitted infections, there are a lot. So in Ghana, we can record gonorrhea, syphilis, genital warts. Yes, they are a lot.
Common?
Yes, it's common. In fact, with the genital warts, until you see it, you don't understand how common it is, but it is common. And then you see, part of the problem here is that society is changing.
Sure.
Yes. So families no longer do family life education, which includes sexual education. Okay. So families are failing the younger ones. And as my sister said, there is something in society we call socialization. Okay. So the younger population will learn from the older population. So you are growing, you are seeing things happening. So definitely you also grow to do those things that are happening. So there are a lot of variables, okay, that can constitute to the spread or increase in spread. And then the data you just mentioned. So when you check through the census, you realize that those in reproductive age are more than the aged and the children. So it's an indication that you have a lot of sexual active people. And once they are active, definitely, one way or the other, they will practice this unprotected intercourse. And once you have an unprotected intercourse with somebody who is infected, you will stand a great chance of also contracting it. Yes. So basically, these are the most common ones we are treating in Ghana here.
So let's limit it to Central region. Which ones are the mostly reported ones?
Well, Central region is the same. A lot of people in Central region, per our hospital data, a lot of them are coming in with gonorrhea and syphilis and the genital warts. Those are the maternity side. Yes, genital
How about
warts.
HIV?
HIV is a very delicate issue. You see, because of how HIV is,
Yeah.
it can be a sexual transmitted infection,
Okay.
and a different type of infection because of the nature of the HIV. So we have instances where having sexual intercourse with an infected HIV person stands a greater chance of you also contracting HIV. So that is the sexual part of it. Where the other part of it, which is not a sexual transmitted infection, where you can get it through other means like sharing of sharp objects and even blood transfusion or using of what? Needles, yes, needle pricks and all these things. But with HIV as part of a sexual transmitted infection, it's also very high in Cape Coast here. Not just only in Cape Coast, but the whole of Ghana. Recently, we realized that the data came out saying that there's an increase in it. So with HIV, for instance, mostly it's not those that attend clinic that are transmitting or infecting new people. It's those of us that don't know our status at all. Sure. There are a lot of people in Ghana, since like 10 years now, they've not tested for HIV.
But they are still active.
Yes, and you see the virus too. We have a virus is having a lot of properties. One of the properties of a virus is what we call the virulence. So the ability, the amount of the virus that is needed to cause the disease. Okay. They also have another called the pathogenicity. Okay. That one is saying the ability of the virus to cause the problem. So mostly with those on medication, most of them have reached a point where their virulence is very low. They can transmit to a different person. But those who are not on medication, we don't know them. They are having the higher virulence. So the viral load is so plenty that the least impact, they will give it to the next person. So it's just even like common malaria. Somebody can get malaria and go and do the testing. It's negative, but the person feel the symptoms of malaria. It means that the plasmodium is not up to the number that the test can detect. It's the same thing with the virus. So with some people, they have it, but they will even do the first response and it will be negative. It's because as at that point, they can transmit to somebody else, okay? But the problem is those who don't know their status and they have it. If their immune system is failing to fight it, then the viral load becomes plenty. And why it becomes plenty? You spread. So the best thing to do when you are considering HIV is as an STI option of which you want to prevent yourself from having, at least twice every year, try to test yourself to see whether you have it or not.
Is it expensive?
No, it's free. The testing for HIV is free.
So
that is why a lot of people don't like.
So why is it that a lot of people are not working in there to get tested if it is free?
You see, we have, when you come to, let me use stigma, okay? We have various type of stigma. We have felt stigma, then we have like social stigma, sure. And I think there's another one forgotten, self-stigma. So we have the felt and self. So what happens here is that you don't have it, but already you feel like, what if I have it? Yeah. What happened to me? So already,
I think a lot of people say if you don't know,
then you
don't have any problem. But the moment you get to know, that is...
Yes, because you can go in and test for malaria, you are okay. But as soon as you feel that you can't go and test for HIV, that means that inside you started to stigmatize yourself without even knowing your status. Some too feel that if I do it and in an unfortunate situation I have it, what will I do? Like, what happens? So it's because of the psychological part of it. So you realize that most of the times people that we test for HIV, most of them are sick people. Yeah. So the person will be like, the person cannot have an option or something like that. But it's not supposed to be like that. Because the HIV protocols, if we follow the HIV protocols very well, I think we'll be the safest people when we follow the protocols very well. Yeah. So we have the revised protocols, which we have a 95% target for general population and other things. So we are saying that if the whole of Ghana, 95% of the population know their status, that means that the 5 that don't know their status, they are insignificant to the 95. And even with the 95 who we are saying they should know their status, we are also saying that 95 of those who know their status and have tested positive should also know should also start medication. So that means that if the 95 who have tested positive, 95% have also started medication, the 5% that have not been on medication can also infect the remaining people. You understand? Then we are also saying that the 95 who have started medication, in a year or two, they should attain viral suppression. That is, if they attain viral suppression, they can give it to a different person. So if the 95 is also on that, then you realize that they will not get new cases that will be like that, because the new cases will only be the 5% who are not virally suppressed. So the protocols are there, but as to whether we will do it is the problem. So at the hospital level, we are trying. Now, God being so good, we have a combination test for syphilis and HIV, which is for the women, okay? So you check. Mandatory. Yes, with some of our protocols is mandatory. Okay. Yes, so when you test, the test will give you both results at the same time. Okay. So if it is only syphilis that's positive, it will record syphilis positive. Only HIV. If both, you get two. So HIV.
What if afterwards and then the person goes like, I didn't consent for this?
Yeah, so that's why we are saying that we do. That's why it's called HTC, HIV testing and counseling. Okay. Yeah. So because before we counsel, we test, we counsel you to see the need to do it. But if you are insisting that you don't want to do it, medical legal issues. If you are insisting that you don't want to do it, we will not do it for you.
Wait, let me get to this. Do you do the counseling before you do the testing?
Yes, and after we do counseling twice, before and after. Okay. Because in either cases you still have to counsel. Yeah. Okay. The first counseling is giving you the need to test to know your status. The second counseling will be based on the status. Oh, okay. So if it is reactive, we'll counsel you as such. If it's non-reactive, if it's non-reactive, yes. If it's non-reactive, we counsel you accordingly.
So in case you delay the results, that one gives us BP.
Oh. You know. Well, it's individual related. Me personally, as I was telling somebody that until we start to see HIV as just common malaria, that is what we keep suffering from. Okay. I have a friend who lives in the US. Then they will tell you that it's only sometimes here that they hear HIV. It's not like it's not there. It's there in the US and in UK, South Africa is a boo. You understand? But when you see it to be a normal thing, that is only when you can take good care of it. So even those that are having it, if you see those that have really accepted that they are having it, they are looking so nice, looking so good.
Is it that the awareness is not reaching these people, or we are not doing enough?
Acceptance. We can get you, educate you, counsel you, but if you don't want to accept,
willingness of
yes. Most of us are in denial stages, so you are still battling. Yes.
Okay, Salmat. Walk us through some of the symptoms, signs and symptoms. Maybe someone has STI. Is it visibly seen, or you have to run a test before you can get to see?
Thank you. So some are visibly seen, and then some too, they are asymptomatic. Okay. That is when the person is being infected but does not show any sign or symptom of the disease, but can still infect others. Yes, so some you can see, but some you will not show any sign of being infected. Yeah.
Yeah, so to add to this, so for instance, with the gonorrhea, for instance, once you contract gonorrhea, you show symptoms within 7 days. You start to show. In fact, some of the symptoms come as early as 3 days. Okay. Then you start seeing the symptoms. Okay, that is for the gonorrhea and the syphilis. But
what are some of the common symptoms?
Yeah, so with gonorrhea, you have a burning sensation. When you go to urinate, you realize that there's a lot of pain all over. Then you can also have discharge where you are not urinating, but there's this fluid, whitish fluid coming from your organ. Yes, then we can also talk about situations where you have a lot of itching on the penis. and the tip of the penis, which translate into rashes at the side and even at the perineal side of it. Then with the syphilis too, we have syphilis. In fact, with syphilis, it's stages. So you can have stage 1 where you get the burning sensation, irritability. Then the stage 2 is where you are going to get rashes, and the rashes will burst.
Oh, okay.
Yes, to form cancre. Then you go to the stage 3 where when you are at the stage 3 level, it can give you other complications as like it can affect your what's the name, the reproductive system. Okay, so that is why it's very dangerous to the women, and in most women it can also transcend to cause infertility in a woman because of the infection. Then with the genital wart is the same thing. It will start, mostly the genital wart start with boils around the genitalia.
Okay.
So you see what's the name? This hen, the one with the big, the head, the cock. Sorry, the cock. So have you ever seen a cock, the red one? Then it is like
there are some infections.
Yes,
the comb.
Yes, the comb.
Okay.
Like there's some infection on the comb.
Yeah.
That is how the genital warts look like. So it will just be around the vagina. Then you see rashes like that. Then it will burst and it will become. It's really bad.
It'll be uncomfortable.
Yes, but
You can imagine.
But with something like HIV takes a very long time to show symptoms. It can even be up to 20 years. So sometimes when you test HIV now, you don't just relate it to maybe yesterday. You might have picked the virus long ago, but your immune system is doing well. In fact, that is why we distinguish between HIV and AIDS. Somebody can have HIV, but not AIDS. You understand? But there's no way you can get AIDS without HIV. AIDS is just a sick form of HIV. You have HIV, somebody can have HIV, and the person is living healthy. The person is on medication, immune system is functioning well, the person is taking good care of him or herself and looking very well. But when you start falling sick, the AIDS is just acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So at that point in time, your immune system is not functioning to the right amount. So because the functioning is deficient, you fall sick of a lot of smaller sicknesses. So when those smaller sicknesses are being lumped together, that's what we call it a syndrome.
Okay.
You have headaches, you are running diarrhea, you have stomach pains, you have a lot of small problems, which in effect are also conditions on their own. So when they come together, then you have, and at that time that you are very transmissible.
In the worst case.
Yes, you are very transmissible. At that point in time, you can easily give it to anybody you meet.
I see. So Sandra, at this point, when at what point should someone get checked if the person has been exposed to HIV or sexually transmitted disease?
I think once you are exposed, immediately you can come to the facility to be tested as soon as possible.
Okay.
And if not being infected or you don't have any exposure, you can come for it like twice within a year, or 3 to 6 months. Every year, at least once in a year. But for the HIV, if you have exposure within 72 hours, when you come, we can give you prophylaxis. But then when you come, we will test you. And funny enough, somebody will come and the result will be positive at that moment, meaning the person is positive. You can't get exposure today and then it will come out positive. It has incubation period. So when you come, we will test you. If you are negative, we will put you on the prophylaxis and then monitor you for a while. After the prophylaxis, you come back for another check. So I think it is important to check your status, whether you have signs or symptoms. When you get exposure to, you can come for the testing. So at any point in time, you can come to do the test.
It should be something that we should all be doing.
Yes,
once in a while, frequently.
Frequently.
In a year, maybe once, twice.
Yes.
I think that would help.
Yes. And then
why? Oh, finish.
Okay, so adding to the STI, he has mentioned a lot of STIs, which is HIV. We have HPV, we we have hepatitis B.
Okay.
We can get them from sexual intercourse.
Okay.
Yes, and with the HPV, for instance, you can get the virus within you for a longer period without showing any signs and symptoms.
Okay.
You can have it like over 10 years, 20 years. But then when you harbor it for a longer period, it will get to a stage, it will become cancerous. That is whereby the cancer will set in and nothing can be done about it.
That is the worst case.
Yes, so we always preach everybody do the testing, whether you are sick or not. At any point in time, you come for regular checkup. So if there is anything abnormal, we see to it and then take care of you. If you are healthy, any education or counseling to be given, we will give it to you so that you take care of yourself, nothing will happen to you. So our doors are always open for everyone to come to the hospital and test for it.
Okay. Salmat, why is it difficult for people to openly discuss about STIs and HIV, even from our homes? I'm not sure. I'm not sure we have something like that.
Yeah, so it's like when you are walking into a facility as a young girl or boy, like the mindset will be like, how would they see me?
Okay.
They would think
That
I'm
is
a bad.
perception.
Yes, the perception. They would think I'm a bad person. I'm into sexual acts and those things. So even going in for it alone, you will be thinking about it and be like, no, I can't. I feel shy.
Okay.
So most of our young ladies, they feel shy coming in. Yes, and even with the adults too, they feel shy because they might think I'm married.
Okay.
And if I'm
Right,
to go, yes, if I'm to go in right now, they would think I'm having an affair.
Okay.
What if my wife's friend sees me? So that perception is there. That's why they feel shy coming in to test, yes.
Okay. Andy.
Yes, I feel that some of them, they don't know, you see.
Okay.
They don't know. You see, our health facilities are not also that friendly when it comes to treatment of STIs, because somebody might have felt that, okay, I have an STI and I'm showing the symptoms. I shouldn't come and waste a lot of time at the hospital where I'll queue for a longer period. So if I have a friend who can easily prescribe or tell me that when he got his, he took Doxy and Cipro, then definitely I'll also go and buy it, you understand? So I think that in as much as people may have this perception that if I go and say it, people will think that I went and did A, B, C, D. We also have genuine cases of people who have not had sex but have contracted some of this. In fact, syphilis, the fluid of syphilis, if you have an open sore and the fluid gets into contact with the sore, you can get syphilis.
Oh, really?
Yes. Even we have the skin syphilis and all those things, just that we didn't want to go there. The same with HIV. It's not necessarily because of ABR sex that you had it. You might have contracted it either sharing of a sharp object with somebody at the salon. When they were sewing the hair at the salon, the needle pricked the person have a needle prick the next person. This exchange. But I think that as you are saying, because right now as we are saying, we have an HIV clinic we run at the hospital. We have a lot of clients, more than 1,000. They come. Those who default are a few, but they come. So even the younger ones, they come. So it's an indication that with the STIs, is because there's not a designated place for treatment at the hospitals. That is why a lot of people don't feel they need to come. So if we get a designated place where we say that this unit or this particular place is purposely for this, you realize that a lot of people will come to the hospital. At public health, we treat this gonorrhea and syphilis. A lot of people walk in. They walk in, they will come. Then they will ask for antennas. Then they will tell you their problem. You go inside, you start the treatment. So I feel that in as much as perception-wise, but at a point in time, people need help.
Yeah.
Sometimes you meet a young guy, the person will let you follow into the washroom. The person will remove the penis for you to see what is actually happening. So at that point, perception no day, shyness no day.
the person has come to that point where he needs to seek that intervention.
Yes. And the other thing too is that I think like society have made it in such a way that people don't feel, naturally we don't feel comfortable discussing sex issues outside. You understand?
Even from our homes.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Even in the homes, where family life education, sex education is not there anymore. I think when we do all these things, we will. Another thing too is that you just have to prioritize using condom, because condom will give you dual protection from sexual transmitted infections as well as pregnancy. So if you are using condom well enough, the right way, the right use, the right everything, protocols on condom, then we don't expect that you get it. If you can abstain, why not? As we are saying, when you are talking to the youth of nowadays, you have to be careful, because some might have been exposed already, so they know how interesting it is. So when you are telling them to abstain, you are pouring water on an igneous rock. It will never get wet. Yes, so you just have to guide them. So in guiding them, you have to let them know the pros and cons involved. Then you guide them around. So I think basically that is what we are looking at.
I see. Let's talk about some of the misconceptions.
Misconceptions.
Yeah.
Well, one misconception about HIV/AIDS is that anybody that is slim has HIV.
We are in trouble.
Yes.
Oh yes. Yes. You see, those days the medications they were taking. One of the medication, the side effect was causing anemia. So naturally, it was making them to reduce in
weight.
So when I see anybody just walking and slim at the hospital, they say that he's having HIV. It's not true. Okay. It's not every slim person that has HIV. In fact, diabetes makes you even more slimmer than HIV is. Yes, when diabetes is in you and you don't know, and it cuts you once and you survive death, you lose more than half of your weight. Yes. And naturally some people too are slim. We have sickness to that. So one misconception, don't just go to the hospital or look at somebody that the person was not sick and the person fell sick and the person became slim and the conclusion is that the person is having HIV. Please, it's not true. And when you have the boys too outside there, they will say that if you are a guy, you've never had gonorrhea, it means that you are not a guy. It's not true. Yes. I wish I could have said it in the tree.
Oh, you feel free.
Yes,
feel free
but
to say.
and there's another misconception that if you are afraid of gono, then you not have sex. So be ready.
It should be a normal routine.
Yes, so to them they see it as normal. It's just say, oh, slow babaswa. You understand? So we want to encourage that all those ones are not true. Everything has a right way and has a bad way. And also we plead that if you are a guy and you get gonorrhea, treat your partner too.
Okay.
Because the source of infection will always remain and will infect you if you don't remove it.
Oh, so, but some of them don't even have just one part.
So that is where the problem. That is where the problem lies. You have to trace and treat all of them. Yeah. That is the truth. But that is it. Because at the end of the day, if you go and hide and treat yourself, and you still go back to the same person, you are still infecting yourself. So at a point in time, it's going to be chronic. Okay. And when it's chronic, we can't cure it. We can treat it. That is when you'll be there, then you are okay, and then all of a sudden the symptoms will come again. You have to go for medication again, come and take the symptoms will go down, then it will continue. So at that point in time, once it's prolonged, if you are a man, it can even lead to infertility. It can start affecting your reproductive system and giving you a whole lot of things. If you are a lady, then it can be leading towards infertility in the long run.
Okay.
Yes.
So which of the STIs are manageable and which of them is curable?
All of them are curable until it is chronic.
Early detection.
Yes, sorry. Aside HIV
Okay.
and hepatitis B.
Okay.
So HIV is treatment for the rest of your life. Hepatitis B is treatment for the rest of your life. With cervical cancer, it can be treated to remove the lesions and the what will grow to cause the cancer. But it doesn't mean that they've taken away the HPV 16 and 18 from you. It is still in you. So you have to watch the things you do. And at least every 6 months or so, you go and screen again to see whether the lesions have grown again. Then they will treat it again so that it will not lead to cancerous stage. Aside that, gono can be, we yet meet to us here. We treat you and it's gone down to 0. Syphilis, the same thing. The genital was the same thing. But when you keep on infecting yourself over a period of time, your body will get used to the medication. The medication and the virus or whatever caused it will become friends. So we take it, it won't go.
Okay. So how has the treatment of HIV changed over the years?
Over the years, I think with the HIV medication, before it was single doses of 2 or 3, but now it's combination. So just one, we take one, and it's really working.
Which one? The antiretroviral?
Yes, antiretroviral drugs. Okay. So just one, you take one at night. Before it was like 3 or 4.
Yes, so
but
at
now
first it was 3, then you take 1.
Yes,
3.
but now just one.
Combined to make one.
Yes, and
does health insurance cover that?
It's free.
It's free.
It's not health insurance. It's a.
It's free. Testing.
As for our clients, they take the medication.
They take it.
Okay.
And when you start taking the medication, within 6 months, you have to do tests to check your viral load.
Okay.
And after that, every year, you have to repeat. And they are all free.
Okay.
And if you comply with everything, there will be viral suppression, whereby transmitting it is very low. So the medication is really helping them.
Can those living with HIV live a normal, healthy life?
Yeah, they can. And they are living a very normal life, because if you take your medication, you comply with the treatment, nothing will show that you are sick.
Yeah.
But how about like relation with family and all that? Because once they get to know,
that's the stigma.
Yes. So the stigmatization can also cause that person.
Yes.
Okay.
So what happens is that you see, when we test and we get you, we have to counsel you.
Okay.
And sometimes we include your
family.
You see, initially, when we test a parent and you get it, we have to do what we call family indexing.
Okay.
We have to test all your children. If we test a child and the child has it, we have to do same family indexing, because where did this child get it from? Then we have to do family indexing.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, if you realize that the whole house, you are the unfortunate person or you are the only one having it, we will still have to involve other family members in your care. And the problem has always been with the mode of transmission. Once you break the transmission chain, nobody else can get it in the house. So how do we get it? It's only the father and the mother that will have sex. So you preach what? Protected sex.
So even that one, there should be protection.
Yes. If not, one will infect the other. While she's on medication, you should be having protected sex with your husband. Then, how are you going to relate with the children? It's blood-borne disease. So you need your blood to enter the children's blood before they can get it. So what are the things that you can use or share that blood can be transmitted? Brush, so you don't share. Spoon, you don't share. Because you can eat, maybe there's a sore in your mouth, you don't know. You share. So we do all those counseling for the family. We have situations where a woman and the husband will have HIV, but the children will not get it. They will have it, go and give birth to a child, the child will not get it. We have situation where a woman has HIV, the husband doesn't have HIV. The woman gets pregnant, still the husband doesn't get it. The woman gives birth to the child doesn't get it. So these people live a very normal life. So just as the other time this psychiatry issue came and they said that a lot of big men are having psychiatric problems. It's the same with HIV. A lot of big men are having it and they're living normal lives. And there is advance in medication. As we are talking, new medications are coming. I indicated first the medication will let them grow slim. The new one we are doing, they eat. It makes them eat a lot, and they are all looking fine and fantastic.
So you wouldn't even know it.
No, not at all.
You understand? And now we are moving on. There's a new injection piloted at some places. Some are 1 month, every 1 month, one injection. Some are even up to 6 months. Yes. But in Ghana, we are doing a program medication. That's from the NACP. Yes, so definitely if there are injections, it will be very expensive. So they will always keep those ones at the bigger hospitals for the richer people. Yes, and it makes a lot of sense. Even with these ones that are program medicine, sometimes we run short of it because the donors are not bringing sometimes. So now imagine the injection, which will be more expensive. Who is going to fund it? Yes. So it's the same thing when you cross the other side, then you look at the syphilis, gonorrhea, and their treatment. The medications are there and they are in variety. So sometimes what we even let you do is that they can let you to go and do what we call culture and sensitivity test, so that it will come and now it will show that this particular gonorrhea that you are having, the Neisseria gonorrhea, it is when you use this particular medication, it won't work. You understand? That is also the reason why some boys will get gono. Go and buy medication themselves. Go and take, symptoms will subside. They are okay to go. Within 1 month, it comes again. It's because the medication they used didn't cure or kill the bacteria, but it went to make it collapse.
Okay.
So when it collapses, it's dormant. You are free to go. When it gains strength again, it comes. So that is why we encourage that if you are having symptoms of gonorrhea or syphilis, just go to the hospital. Once you run a series of tests, we know the particular medication that will target it and take it off. Then you are good to go.
If you just tuned in, this is Cafdil Healthcare, and tonight we are discussing sexually transmitted diseases or infections and HIV. Let's go for this quick break. When we come back, I'll ask them what are some of the effective ways to prevent ourselves from sexually transmitted infections and HIV.
My soul proclaims the greatness of the Lord.
Hello, cherished viewers. The month of May is just around the corner. From the Franciscan Valley of Prayer and Silence, we come to you once again with the Project Magnificat.
Magnificat anima mea Dominum. Oh, he has put with favor on his holy servant. Magnificat.
And the novices here in the valley will lead us in doing this, so that every day in this month of May, we would have the opportunity to pray with us here, to listen to a reflection of the Magnificat and the song itself. Join us then to pray, to praise, and to worship. May the Lord fill you with his peace. Amen.
Magnificat, holy is his name.
TV each day in the month of May at 7 p.m. We shall also stream live on Facebook, Cafdil Cape Coast, YouTube, Cafdil EDU. For the special intentions for this year, we pray for the Franciscan friars as they celebrate 800 years after the death of Saint Francis of Assisi. Mary, Mother of Good Counsel, pray for us.
Magnificat anima mea Dominum.
Okay, back from that break, we are discussing STIs, sexually transmitted infections or diseases, and HIV. Before I went on the break, I said I was going to ask them, my health professionals, what are some of the most effective ways to prevent ourselves from STIs and HIV?
The best way is to use condom at all times, as you protect yourself.
How effective is condoms? Because
Condom is
the other time I had a comment that it normally breaks and tears. So how effective is it?
condom is 99%.
Okay.
Just
So,
make sure
yes, you use
you
it
use
well.
it correctly. You check the
When you
expiring
pick a
date.
condom, first thing, check expiry. In fact, first thing, wash your
Wash your
hands.
hands.
Check expiry date. Yes. If your hands are infected,
You don't have the time.
if your hands are
have the
infected, you infect the condom
Yes.
and infect the lady.
Yes.
So make sure your hands are
No,
clean.
this is my first time hearing that.
Yes.
Before you take the condom, you have to
We
wash your hands.
have
If you have
protocols for
sanitizer to
using
use it.
Sanitize.
Then you check the expiry date. Check and see whether there's lubricant inside.
Yes.
Then press it to see whether there's no
the
hole.
hose.
But how many people take time and then look at all these things?
That means that you see.
Maybe you are in a hurry.
No, if you've prepared to have sex, you'll not be in a hurry. Unless it's impromptu.
Impromptu stuff like that.
No,
How
but
many
it should
people
be
has the time to.
it should
Well,
be
then-
planned at all times. So to those of us watching, if you've been having impromptu sex, it's bad. Plan it at all times with the person
Yes.
so that you prepare and the person to also prepare well.
Wash your hands. No, take us through the steps again. Because
Yes, you first
My
have
first
to
time-
either wash your hands or you sanitize your hand.
Okay.
Then when you pick it, you quickly look at the expiry date. After checking the expiry date, press it to see whether there's lubricant inside it.
Okay.
If there's lubricant inside it, press again to see if there's any hole. Because exposure to hole.
Is it after you've?
No, you've
No,
not
no,
tear,
you've
you've
not
not teared
teared.
the thing yet. Too.
But how do you determine if?
No, so if
You
you
pour.
do this, you know whether there's lubricant there. And if you press
Very
and there's a
smooth.
hole, you realize that all
Some
the air
air.
inside there will come out. It means that don't
I
use it.
wish you would have brought one of them
One,
so
two.
you could have demonstrated.
That means that don't use it. Then you now tear from the rough edge. Then when you finish,
Not with your teeth.
not with your teeth,
No.
with your hands, from the rough edge. You can easily tear it from the rough edge. Then you
How many
remove
people have
it.
time for that?
Yes,
You
people
should
have
have time.
Then you remove it, and it should be worn on an erected penis,
Tennis.
not
Okay.
a sleeping penis, an erected one. Then you hold the tip to expel air, because that is what is going to collect the sperms. Once there's air, friction can be caused and it will break. Then you are preventing one, but one will not be prevented, because that's where the sperm will pass and go impregnate the woman. So you have to expel the air. Then you wear it gently, you wrap it across to the up of the penis, an erected penis.
Tennis. Yeah.
Then you have your sex. When you are done, you have to remove it on an erected penis. Don't allow it to be inside till the penis relaxes. That means that you are going to have a splash of sperms.
Okay.
Then when the penis is still erected, you hold it gently, then you roll it down, remove it, tie it, use a tissue and wrap it, and put it in a dustbin. You are done, and you wash your hands. You are good to go. And that is the best way of preventing yourself from.
Was looking at all these steps.
Yes.
And also have the time to go through this hand washing, sanitizing.
When you put it at the back of your mind that this thing I can easily get infection from it, you will do it.
Most people buy them and then they even put them in their wallets.
Yes.
They work with it everywhere.
So with that one, heat will be spoiling the condom. It will be making the lubricant to dry up, and also it will also be deteriorating the rubber. So you don't store condom at where there's heat.
Yeah.
Okay, so you how do you do it? Buy and go, or
you can put it in your bedroom. Room temperature is fine. Room temperature is fine.
Okay.
Yes. So with this STI, gonorrhea, syphilis, HIV, all of them, condom will do a very good work for you. If sticking to one partner too is also one thing we preach. That is stick to one partner, one sexual partner. Yes, we always say sexual partner.
So a lot of people have multiples.
Yes, so if you can have one of them who is your sexual partner, then when you are sick, you know that this person infected me, so let's treat ourselves. You are okay. If you can also abstain, it is the best. We say abstinence is the best. It's the best.
But with the current rankings, I don't think the people are abstaining from.
Oh, we still have people who abstain.
Few people, yeah.
Yes, we still have. And in fact, somebody will tell you that those people have not had the need yet. That's why they are abstaining. But you can't take it away. Also, we have some prophylaxis too that can use to prepare you so that when you involve in unprotected sex with an infected person, you will not get the condition. So we have some prophylaxis for HIV, for instance, where we give at the hospital. It is free, it's not charged. So if you are somebody that you think that you unfortunately or planningly you will get involved in a sexual intercourse in next week, next 2 weeks, the days to come, and you are not sure of the status of the person, and you see that condom too you can use, you can quickly go in for the pre-exposure prophylaxis PrEP. Then you will be taking it so that when you go and have the sex, and even if the person is infected with HIV, you will not get the HIV infection.
In this case, when somebody is on birth control, is condom really necessary?
Yes. You see, when you are measuring or you want to relate condom with birth control, that one, the relationship is that we are looking at it 2 angles. When you do a birth control for the first time, you have to be on condom for at least 1 week to 2 weeks, because the control method you've chosen, the hormones or whatever, will have to take a period of time before it will start to work. So in that sense, you have to start protecting yourself with condom, 100% protection before the onset. We also say that you should use condom, especially if you are not married, because the man you are going to meet, he might have an infection, or you, even the lady, you might have taken either a candida infection or something from washroom or somewhere. So in as much as you are also protecting yourself from getting it, you're also protecting your partner from also getting it. So the use of condom is two-way protection. The lady, so some men are there, they will go and the lady will be insisting that use condom, and you want to ask a lot of questions. It's possible that she has a condition that she doesn't want you to get it. That is why she's insisting. So we are saying that as for STIs and HIV, condom should be part of the daily pills for taking these things. So all the time there should be condom in your house. Even married people, it's not every day that they have to go raw. They should have condom in their houses.
How many partners will allow their husbands You'll be suspected.
No, that is why we are saying that aside it being for protection against STI, it's also protection for pregnancy.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So it's not all the time that couples you have unprotected sex. That means all the time you get pregnant. So we have some couples who use it. Those who don't patronize family planning methods, they patronize the condom usage best. So basically, that is it about the STIs, how to prevent it from happening. And I was talking about another prevention where I said that we also look at those having it. How do you also prevent yourself from giving it to somebody who is not having it? So let's say, for instance, if you have HIV/AIDS and you want to protect those around you, you have to be disciplined and take your medication accordingly. When you do that, you beat the viral load to an extent that it will be near impossible for you to transmit, so that you know that those around you are also equally safe. The same thing if you are having gonorrhea or and you are on medication, make sure that even when symptoms ceases and the medication is still there, make sure you complete the treatment. It's only when you complete the treatment that we are sure that at this particular point the bacteria is gone and you can also transmit it to somebody else.
I see. So in this case, how can family and friends support somebody who is living with HIV?
So with people living with HIV, I think stigma from the house. So with the family members, we have to show them love. Here we believe in confidentiality. But once you are okay with somebody, you tell him or her your situation. The person have to support you emotionally.
Okay.
So in any way, the person don't have to discuss your issue with another person. So we say that people from various homes should support their family members who are having any sort of diseases, not even HIV alone. Any kind of diseases your client or your relative is suffering from, they will need your support, emotional support. It also helps them to heal early.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Matt, would you like to add something? Well, what should the young people who are sexually active now, what are some of the things that they should know before they become sexually active?
So I would say they should know the dangers involved in going in for unprotected sex. So if we teach them and they get to know, if I do A, I'll get B. Okay. If they get to know more about this prevention and then the way to break the chain of infection, yes, they will get to know more, and then they will they'll be aware. Yeah, they'll be aware of the danger ahead, so they will plan. So if I'm going in for accuracy, then I should remain with accuracy, and then so that I can't get infected. Yes. So I think.
Okay, our time is fast spent. This is where we have to draw down the curtain, even though the conversation is getting interesting. So let me start from you, Changi. Your final words to those young men.
Yes, so my final words are that let's try our possible best to stay away from these diseases. Yeah, sure. There are diseases that our lifestyle expose us to. So if we can work on our lifestyle, we can prevent all these diseases from happening. Prevention is best. Prevention is less expensive. Cure or treatment is expensive. So we are saying that everyone should be on the guard. Prioritize the use of condom if you can't stay away from sex. Okay. Use condom to have sex so that you are 100% protected and you are free to go, whatever. Don't say that condom is not nice. Don't look at it from the side of being nice. Look at it from the side of the protection it is going to give you, the things it's going to prevent you from suffering from. So I'll encourage everyone. And when you have somebody or a friend of yours is suffering from either gonorrhea or HIV or anything, please let the person go to the hospital. The person can come to Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. There are a lot of guys there. Once you meet any of the guys who is working there and you tell your problem, they will link up to the appropriate care. And don't also discriminate against anybody with either HIV or any STI. Let's come together to help ourselves and we'll all be fine. Thank you.
Okay, Salamat, your final words.
Okay, so I would say parents will have a lot to do. If we bring our younger ones closer to us, make them our friends. When they have issues, they will come to us first before discussing it with a friend. So when your child gets infected with any of these STIs, you will be the first person to know. Take your child to the hospital so that you get treated. And then we, the health professionals too, we should open our doors for them. Yeah, so that they will always come in when they have issues like that.
Yeah. Okay, Sandra, your final words.
Okay, my final words. In our society, we are targeting some particular group that they are most people getting HIV and other STIs. But trust me, there are those people who are protecting themselves against those viruses and bacteria. If I'm a social sex worker, I know this is the work I do. So I always have condom. So for them, they are safe. But what about you and I? Thinking that we are staying with one partner, but we don't know our partner. And we should have open conversation or communication in our relationship. Don't fear of any judgment that your partner will say maybe you are cheating. It's possible that you are having the virus or the bacteria in you before you met your partner. So it's better if you see any signs and symptoms, whilst you are treating yourself, you let your partner also know. And then to my special clients, HIV, if you're on medication, please comply to them. I always tell them that HIV is not any diseases, just that the virus suppresses your immunity. Once you take the medicine, it boosts your immune system, and when your immune system is also strong, then you are free, you can live healthy. So we should just make our life or our health priority, should make it our priority. Once our health is in a good state, we can have a healthy relationship.
All right. Thank you very much for coming into our studios to educate us on today's topic. Tonight you heard Chandi Ephraim Azamandi, public health nurse from Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Salamat Musa, a rotation nurse also from Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, and then Sandra Vida Adai, who is also a public health nurse from Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. This is where time will permit us to draw down the curtain, but then this is what you need to take home. If you are a young man and you can't abstain, make sure to use condom. They say condoms are out there like newspapers, so make sure you have one with you every time. My name is Shadrach Samuel Adenu, and then tonight we discussed STIs and then HIV. Good night, and then see you next week. It's bye for now.